I'm going to jump over to Kelly, and curious if you can share your experience in regards to e-bikes.
So first of all, I have the least direct experience with e-bikes of anyone on this panel. I've never ridden one. I've heard stories about people riding them, and some of the stories bring great enthusiasm like Ashley, and some of the stories make you a little bit nervous for people getting in over their heads. So, when I think about e-bikes, I'm taking the long view. I'm looking at, what I'm doing professionally and what my passion is as a community member and where e-bikes fit into that. And I think about sort of the funnel. My goal is to make places that are people friendly, and making a place people friendly is, will result in better economic returns. We'll have more vibrant places. People will be healthier. People will have access to more of their daily needs within a walking or biking distance. Communities will be more efficient. And in the work I do, I look at making places more people friendly by making them more walkable, more bikeable, more livable. And some of that work is land use and transportation planning coming together to ensure that we're, creating a mix of land uses and then systems that connect those land uses. And some of that work is just helping people, the grassroots, so to speak, understand that that we can have streets that accommodate all users safely, and we don't have to be confined to single occupancy vehicles. So there's building the political will for creating the policy, program, and project change, and then there's building the community support for this work. And so if I go down the funnel a little bit and I think about bikeability and what bikeability was 15 years ago and what it might be in 15 years, I know, and we all know, that bikeability is more than just having a lane striped on the edge of the street that tells you this is where you're supposed to bicycle. It's far more than that. But in Florida and most parts of the country, we struggle sometimes even to get that. We struggle to even get designated bike facilities into our public rights of way and into our built environment. So in Florida, unfortunately, we know that we also have some of the most dangerous streets in the country for people biking and walking. So I, continuing to go down the funnel, I think about, okay, what is bikeability and what's it going to be in 15 years? And I think that it behooves us all who are working toward more walkable, bikeable environments to find a way to very proactively bring more people into the biking movement so that we're building a critical mass, so to speak. And we get to the tipping point where there is no question when we create a new development or when we build a new road that all users need to be accommodated. I do think that, just the fact that the Florida legislature addressed what e-biking is, what it even means in Florida, is a great step in the right direction, because that elevates one form of biking to, a state platform. And I would like to see, even more diversified forms of bicycling. I just found out for the first time a couple weeks ago that there's something called bike polo, and there are groups that play it. I didn't know this. I think all of these different and niche forms of bicycling are critical to the movement toward more bikeability. So if we want, bicycling to be safe for all, and we want facilities that support all people in, choosing to use a bicycle, then we do need to address how e-bikes fit into that. And so I think this conversation and the conversations you've already been having are hugely a step in the right direction.